Yep, we up. Yo, we live. You're now listening to volume 151 of the Bucket Up Podcast. Here with your boy Ty Doyle, aka DJ Buttersauce, aka Ty Lante, aka your mom wished me a happy new year. And I'm here as always with the homie, the kid JB was good.
Yo, man, happy to be here. It's me, the kid JB. Could have been right last week, aka Mr. Told You So. Not because I'm always right, but when I'm right, I tend to tell you so. Forgot one of the AKAs I introduced and been lacking on. It's one of my New Year's resolution. Puff Armstrong, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Medical marijuana and recreational here in Arizona. And you know what I'm saying? I'm getting back in the gym. Like you were saying, bro, 151. I want to dedicate this episode to, my late great grandpa. Rest in
okay.
peace. Today would have been his 91st birthday.
Oh
So,
shit.
we rocking to that. And I finally got the visuals. I can, what I'm saying, take one to the dome real quick. So this is for you, grandpa.
It, yo, R.I.P. to the
But
goat. But is that sparkling
the
cider,
GOAT,
bro?
man. You know what I'm saying?
Is it
We're
sparkling
going
cider?
hard in the paint. Let me live. Just like my grandpa. Just like my grandpa, I'm not a big drinker. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
Okay.
we go, and I think there's a lot of bubbles in this. So
I
relax.
wasn't.
Anyway,
I wasn't casting judgment. I was just asking the question. You know.
this bottle is on ice, and so
There
is
you
our
go.
guest. He's been waiting for
There you
us
go.
to introduce him. You know what I'm saying? He's in a building. He's in another building, as we like to say. I don't think he's in a specific building. He's in structure right now. But the homie Trav from the Av, aka been at the movies, not in it for a while. So I don't know if the
Nah.
refill on the popcorn is good. But yeah, man, bring him on. El Capitan, the homie
Executive
Big
producer.
Trav. Welcome. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, welcome to the pod, bro.
what's good? What's good, man? Happy to be here as always.
Yeah, we do
Doing our
this.
yearly wrap up. You know how it is. Trying to
Yeah,
stay
man.
fresh and clean in the crib.
Yeah, man. We do this pie every year. We get on here. We talk about shit from the year, our favorite stuff. Obviously, this has been a weird, shitty,
Man,
terrible. I mean, it was. I guess we're recording this in 2021, so I don't want to.
Yeah,
I
it's
know,
been
like,
pretty good so far. You know?
yeah, I
true,
guess.
true.
Yeah. It's been. I mean, nothing's bad happened yet, right? Nothing.
Nah, not that I know
I
of.
mean, fingers
Yeah, I
All
don't
crossed.
want to
positive
jinx
vibes over
nothing.
here.
I don't want to jinx nothing. Not. I don't want us to be those people who are like, as soon as the year's over, it's like, all right, new year, nothing, that other shit matter. It's everything's different now. It's like, nah, it's the same.
Yeah.
Everything's the same.
I'm like, I may get a new shirt here or there, but for the most part, it's still
Mhm.
me. You know what I'm saying? I'm still
Yep.
gonna be obnoxious. Like you thought I was gonna change? Nah.
Nah, we're not
Hopefully,
the meme of the girl walking up the steps. I know everybody's seen this at this point by now, right? She's walking, she's leaving, like, toxicity and being broke and not having a house or whatever, or like her dirty room because they always got dirty
Mhm.
in 2020 and in 2021 it's like all positive vibes and money and success and blah blah
Green
blah.
juice.
Green health.
live,
Like
laugh, and love. You know what I'm saying?
I think I saw one that
Facts.
just said like in the positive, it just said economy, and it's like what?
Oh, okay.
Like good economy, or just like we have an economy? Like
Yeah.
like that was already there.
Yeah.
That's the way of saying getting your finances in order.
Maybe I don't
Get your
know.
paper up.
Uh,
Economy.
Or maybe she
that
just want like world peace or something. I don't know.
that don't even, but still
That's how
Economy.
4 and talk about politics. Like economy.
foreign
They know how
economy.
to reach us.
But yeah, man, welcome to. I'm glad we made it. We survived, man. It's not as much as we joke about like surviving another year. Unfortunately, there was a lot of deaths due to COVID, and
Hell of a
you know what I'm
transition.
saying. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. We lost a lot of no, but I'm saying like
Yeah.
it's not all thumbs up. You know what I'm saying. 2020 was like you saying was a roller coaster. We lost a lot of greats. Even outside of COVID itself, it's crazy to think that like Kobe, Chadwick Boseman, a bunch of other celebrities, kind of went under the rug because COVID's been like taking everything over
Yeah,
media
for
wise.
sure. For
But
sure.
nah, man, 2020 was like a wild time from the start. I think it's crazy to think that my birthday dinner at Volante,
Oh wow. Yeah.
was this year.
Wow. Or last year. Yeah.
Well, last year.
That might have been one of the
But,
last times my black ass went out, bro. It wasn't very many times. You know, that one of the few times.
But I
That
mean,
was a
yeah, to
fire
give the
dinner,
buckets a
by the way.
background. Yeah, shouts to Volante, shouts to the homie Alec and the family for their hospitality at the restaurant. For those that don't know or do live in Arizona, Volante, in Scottsdale, really dope. It's got by the runway / what's that called, airport for the private. I don't
Yeah.
even know who flies out there. Rich people, you know
Scottsdale
what I'm saying?
Airport.
Yeah. And yeah, they hooked it up. They got us a whole table outside, and we had a big party, which was crazy to think about because now, like, you don't promote gatherings more than 10 or whatever it is. And I don't know, we had like 15 people there or something like that. And it was a great time, but it's crazy to think that was like, almost a year ago, or was a year ago. No, almost, because my birthday, what I'm saying, is coming up, but we're not doing it.
Yeah, nah. Hopefully they still like open and shit. I feel like they were kind of smaller and like tucked away about an airport. So hopefully
They're thriving.
They probably still
you
got
know
it.
that.
You know what I'm saying?
How you know they thriving?
I'm friends with Alec, bro. She keeps me in the loop. You know what I'm saying? I asked to see the books and stuff. No, just kidding.
Okay, you be
But she no, they're doing pretty good. You know what I'm saying? They flexing on the gram, so that's always a good thing.
Yeah. I mean, we are in Arizona, so it didn't really stop many people from going out. So I'm sure.
Yeah, plenty of people.
But you know what I'm saying? But I will say, shouts to anyone that did join us on the podcast for 2020. You know what I'm saying? We had like, my homie Noah, the comedian. We had, repeat guests like, the Wade Empire. You know what I'm saying? We were talking about him. He's blowing up with Kahlua. Shouts to him getting the alcohol
He's in
money.
the ad dollars. Shouts to him.
You know what I'm saying? It was cool to say because he was talking about it on his episode, but he couldn't like let us know fully because we didn't want to mess the money up or whatever. So yeah, shouts to him on that. Shouts to Stephanie Rimmer. We got in the political paint in 2020, which was kind of crazy because while streets were burning down and shit, we're like, yo, let's talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's cool.
And as much as I, am obnoxious on Facebook and social media about politics, I'm like, you know what? At least I can back it up by saying like, I went to a source. I had somebody that's credible on my own platform and be like, yo, like, I let these jokes like rock, and I was corrected on some things, and that's what it's all about, right? I think
she
we
followed
made
us
a lot of gains in that.
She followed us on Twitter. I don't know why. Probably regrets it.
Anytime we talk about like Wu-Tang, she likes our tweets.
Yeah, bro.
Shouts to her. So shouts to Stephanie. But yeah, shouts to Trav, of course, for jumping on.
Gotta look up. Shouts to Spencer. Shouts to Kyle, who came on, our last pod.
Yeah, that was a good
episode with us. Shouts to Courtney, who always does the love pod with us. She did that like right at the beginning of I think it was in April, so it's like pandemic just hit, so we were trying to figure out what was going on with dating then. So I'm sure it's vastly different now. And who was some other people that came on, man?
How do you date away from 6
away
feet
from
distance?
who?
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying it's hard to date 60. Yeah.
I be seeing those Bumble commercials where they be like, "Oh yeah, virtual dates and blah blah blah." I'm like, yeah, that. Why would you need Bumble if you could just hop on Zoom if that's the case? You know what I mean? Like, what are y'all actually helping?
TikTok dances up.
I guess still the swiping and shit. But yeah, we had on what?
We
Keith
also
Stockler.
had SPN. Yeah, Keith Stockler he has a bunch of new companies now. One of them is the Heartland Group, so shouts to him. I think it's pronounced Steckler actually. The O is silent, but whatever.
Okay.
Shouts to SPN. We had him come on. Yeah. I think he just got married, so I know he likes to say on Twitter, he likes to say, "What was your flex today?" And I guess his was getting married. So shouts to that. So yeah, man, 2020 was not all negatives, from a production standpoint. I think shouts to us, bro. We kept it rocking. I mean, a big portion of our show got taken away with the restaurant review and the movie reviews. You know what I'm saying? That we took a big dent and we kept it rocking. And
we still got the movie reviews off to an extent. And I forgot that I could do a movie review this week, and I didn't even put it in the rundown because I literally forgot. But yeah,
I saw Soul too. So shouts.
yeah, we could do Soul. We
Yeah.
could do Wonder Woman 84. Oof. But yeah.
Uh-oh.
No, we're talking. This is the happy time, bro.
Yeah, my bad, my bad.
And then so shots. I mean, I take the good with the bad. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to dilute, all the bad things that happened to people in 2020, and I don't want to saturate it. So yeah, I mean, 2020s, as we say in the Bookingtons. So we're looking towards 2021. But with that in mind, Ty was talking about bringing up an activity, if you will.
I guess a segment, a game, or what it is.
To remind us if stuff went down in 2019 or 2020, correct?
Yeah. So I mean, I feel like this happens every year where you get to the end of the year and then people bring up shit that happened and you're like, what, that happened this fucking year?
Yeah.
But even more so this year because it just felt like it was super long and a lot of shit happened. Like, people, the fucking murder hornets came out of nowhere in May and disappeared and it came back. And so, that on top of all the like Black Lives Matters protests and just COVID in general and a lot of people
You mean riots?
riots, sorry, and the looting and burning down the city.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah.
Respect
So,
the agency.
there's been a lot of shit. So I wanted to play a game where I'm just gonna name a headline. I pulled a bunch of them, or just like events that happened, and you gotta tell me if it happened in this year or last year.
I bet.
Bet.
All right. Okay. So, fires that burnt down most of Australia. Did that happen this year or last year?
Well, 19 last year.
No, it was
2020. I gotta say something.
Oh, my bad.
But no, it was early, like February, right? 2020.
All right. This was kind of a trick question because it started in December, like the
There
end of
we
December.
go.
It went into January. So it's like y'all both right.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say like trick question. It was like a water disaster, not a fire.
Nah, bro. All of Australia was just getting burnt the fuck up, and then they just stopped. I don't know. Did they come back this year? Like, what was happening? How did that even start? I don't even remember.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay.
That's how a lot of this stuff ends. Like, where did it go? It's over.
Speaking of funny 2020 memes, there was those like conspiracy theorists that were like, "Yo, what's up with these maps? How come the fires just stop as soon as you get to the border?" And this firefighter came out and was like, "That's because that's a U.S. map, bro."
Yeah, they're not gonna show you fires in Canada.
Like it's only showing you the fires in this country, fam.
Yeah,
like, yes, it
like,
stops
nah.
once you go to another country.
Just dumb. That's kind of like, I didn't put it on the list, but like that thing where the people had the gender reveal and it started wildfires.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
that also happened this year, but it feels like it was a long ass time ago. All right, so the next one is the religious cathedral in Notre Dame went up in flames. Was that this year or last year?
I know the football team Notre Dame went up in flames.
I'm gonna go 2020 on that one.
Okay, Jesse.
Yeah, 2020.
It was 2019.
Oh,
yeah. And
See,
I think
what it was is somebody told me about it in 2020.
I think
did
it was
it spill over?
No, it was like in May, bro. It was like in May or June, and I remember this time when it happened, like because I was at work, which is like that definitely wasn't 2020 when I was at work, and then I remember when it happened. As has happened, white people on the gram were like, "Oh my god!" Like the cathedral, and what they would do is just post pictures of when they visited the cathedral. Like, it's like I guess I feel like you just use this shit burning down to flex that you've been to Notre Dame. Like, what?
Yeah, you gotta flex, bro.
In overseas,
subtle
like,
flex, bro.
yeah,
Subtle.
yeah. Like, when they had what was it a bombing in Paris or a shooting in Paris or whatever, and people were like, oh my god, like, pray for Paris.
Tower,
and then
Eiffel Tower.
And then they just got a picture of them at the Eiffel Tower, like the picture of them like poking up in like the Leaning Tower of Pisa and shit. It's like, hey, bro, I ain't got nothing to do with this shit. But all right, my bad. The next one I'm gonna say, Love Is Blind dropped on Netflix. Was that this year or last year? Do y'all remember this show?
Nah.
It's the Netflix reality TV show where the people didn't see each other in the beginning. They had to talk to each other through a wall.
That sounds like some this year stuff.
It had nothing to do with the pandemic.
Sound like some pandemic material.
It was already it would work now, but it was already a thing.
Yo, plot twist, they were in the same room too.
But yeah, so all right. So what y'all guessing?
I'm gonna still say
2019.
Okay, it was 2020. It came out in fucking February 2020. It feels like it was so long ago. I feel like y'all probably didn't watch. I'm surprised. I feel like I thought you watched it, Trav.
No,
I watched Dating Around. That shit was funny, but that was
I don't know nothing about that one. I don't even think I ever heard of it.
Did either one of y'all watch The Circle on Netflix?
Nope.
No.
So okay, so the only reality type documentary thing that we all watched was Tiger King. I got it.
What's The Circle?
Probably, yeah.
Love is Blind was like the viral thing right before Tiger King. It came out in February, and like Tiger King was what, March or April?
Yeah, I feel like it was April.
Oh. Love is Blind. Was that the shit with Sandra Bullock blindfolded?
No, that's Blindside. Yeah. Wait.
Bird Box.
Bird Box.
Yeah, and when did
he
that
said
come
Blindside. That's way old.
I was like, what?
Blindside was her adopting a football player.
Bonus. Did Bird Box come out last year or 2018?
Ooh.
2018. Because everyone was like, "Oh, if I was in that
18.
situation, I'd rock shit." Yeah.
I saw that rambling when I was looking this up. All right, the next one is Kanye West and Kim had a baby named Psalm. Is that this year or last year? Or like the Bible Psalm, right?
How old is that dang baby? See, I'm usually pretty good with random stuff like that.
2019.
I feel it's either the end of 19 or it's the beginning of this. I'm gonna go be 2020.
It was 2019.
Oh.
So Jesse was right. They named it Baby Psalm after I think it was the other kid before that one was Chicago, and then the kid before them is obviously North. Yeah, that's wild. Speaking of babies, though, another baby one. Elon Musk named his kid
I don't know.
Extentation or whatever the fuck he named that little nigga. I don't know how to say the damn name.
It's like an Apple sign in there. It was a whole bunch
Eon Flux third dial tone. Was that baby born?
Second name, the middle name's Bitcoin or some shit. I don't know.
It's some wild shit. That
was 2020.
That was 2020.
Yeah, it was 20. It was in what?
Top of the year.
It was in May, which it still feel like I feel like it was longer ago than that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know, I keep saying top of the year because that's when my daughter was born. I keep thinking everybody's kids was born in the beginning.
I feel like a lot of people with kids were born around that time, though. You know what I mean? All right. I feel like you guys gonna get this one. This one's kind of easy. Trump was impeached in what year?
2020. I know why. Because I was afraid it was going to overshadow my birthday.
So that's why I was thinking. I'm like, yo, was it the end of 19 or was it 20?
Yes, they actually filed for impeachment in December. I think it was like December 19th. And then his hearings were around your birthday, Jesse. So and they end up acquitting that man like around that time too.
Yeah, that was a rough birthday for me, but we're hoping for a good one this year, right?
So I get that to you. I feel like that one was close. And we got some other weird ones. I mean, this one I probably shouldn't have put this on there, but planters killed Mr. Peanut before the Super Bowl. Was that this year or last year?
I don't even. When did they kill Mr.
If it was before the Super Bowl.
But was it this year or last year Super Bowl?
2020.
I'm gonna just go 19.
Yeah, it was this year. They fucking did that stupid. They killed Mr. Peanut, and then a new peanut grew, and they called it Baby Nut.
What?
It was the dumbest thing I've. Yeah, I don't remember that stupid.
That must have skipped me. I ain't hear nothing.
It was bad, bro. Baby Nut, bro. Like they had hashtag Baby Nut.
That is not something that I remember.
That went under the radar for me.
The commercials from the Super Bowl were terrible this year. That last year, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
Like, cause you remember any good ones? I do not.
Nah, Doritos probably had a good one, but
no.
I feel like there was a few good ones, but I can't remember what they are at this point.
All right, I got some more. People boycotted Goya beans Was that this year?
That was
Or
19.
Goya products in general, or is that last year?
Oh, nah, that
I
was
want to
2020.
say, yeah, I was gonna say 2020.
Yeah, it was. It
It was
was.
in the summer.
It was 2020, like in May, and then the Trump families kept pushing Goya on everybody because we found out the Goya CEO was like rapping him for what? I don't even
Oh
understand.
my
How
goodness.
are they even helping beans, bro? I don't even.
Because people were not messing with that seasoning, the abadabo or whatever.
The Abu Dhabi, the Abu Dhabi seasoning, bro.
The elemental P or whatever.
Adobo. It was
Adobo,
adobo.
sure. The abracadabra shit. I don't know.
Adobo and Sazun. That's the one people
Nah,
be
people said it
fucking.
was magical, so it's called
It
abracadabra.
does taste it needs
Magical.
seasoning, but it adobo don't do nothing Lowry's can't do. So you know what I mean? They were bugging.
Or you just get the salt and pepper and the Cajun seasoning, whatever the fuck's in it. And you just...
Oh, I thought you was gonna say salt and pepper. I was like,
I know. I thought he was gonna
I was
stop
like,
there.
Nah. I was saying
Katie
you
like,
just you look at whatever's on the bottle and just use those ingredients. You know what I'm
oh, okay. I was about to say, Katie likes to do that joke where I'm like, oh, did you season that? And she's like, yeah, I put like salt and pepper on there, but she be joking. I'm like, yeah, but like, what else? All right, let's see what else we got on here. I think that might have. Oh no, okay. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry said
Harry.
peace to Britain. Was that this year or last year?
That was this year.
They
It was. They called it the Megxit.
Oh.
Yeah, they moved to New York and was like, "Fuck the royal family," because they racist as hell. I mean, it's funny to be like, "Y'all racist, we gonna leave and then come to America." But
Oh yeah, there is a show that says on Death to 2020 on Netflix where they're like, yeah, man, they moved to America where there's no issues with race at all.
Yeah, like not. But I guess they were just like they just get away from their toxic family. So
yeah,
mm-hmm.
that's definitely wow.
So who won the game?
I don't know. I feel like I did pretty good. I think I ran through all of them. I just had like most of these were from 2020 too, which is funny. The only thing I had left was Sears filed for bankruptcy. It's like when that could have happened. That was actually 2018. That could have happened any time in the last 10 years.
I was like, was that 97?
Anything. And then also the last one I had was the Equifax data breach that nobody actually got money from. When did that happen?
Oh, was that 18?
It was 2019. I just remember everybody was filing that shit.
Yeah.
Did any of y'all get y'all money from that?
Nah.
I ain't getting no chips from Equifax.
They just gave us they just fucking compromised all our shit. Had to fucking got sued and we ain't get nothing.
Yeah, they were like, matter of fact, Mr. Burke, while I have you on the phone, I'm like, nope, fine.
It's like they transfer you over to the motherfuckers trying to talk to you about your car's extended warranty, warranty and shit.
Yeah,
bro, nobody want that shit. Why does everybody get that call?
Your extended warranty.
Yep.
How much money do they must pay to people when they actually like get somebody on that? You know what I mean? Like how much money
$1 million.
Like you know what I'm saying? If you actually get somebody to like buy that shit over the phone, like the commission on that got to be crazy, right?
You know, someone's just like doing dishes. Like, you know what? I've been waiting on my extended warranty call. You got me in a good time, son.
I've been trying to find you. All
right. So after that game, I guess this would probably be the time to talk about some of our favorite memes from the year. Do y'all have any specific ones I could run through? A bunch that we might have forgot about too.
So I thought, speaking of Bird Box, and those movies that like, The Quiet Place and stuff like that, there was a lot of memes that were like, oh, these movies were prepping us for pandemics and stuff like that. And, you know, my opinion about how people, I think for the majority, have handled this pandemic pretty poorly. I feel like those memes where it's like all those people are like been proven to be liars now. Like, yeah, like y'all were talking about, man, if I was in Bird Box, man, I would do shit like behind my back because I got eyes behind my back and shit, just like my mom.
They're just like they couldn't even they couldn't not go outside. What the hell? And it's like, well, look what y'all doing.
You know what I'm saying? And then they're like, wow, why is everyone acting like savages? And meanwhile, we went on a toilet paper shortage.
It's fucking terrible, bro. Do you guys want me to run through a few? Or do you have one, Trav?
No, I like the Baby Yoda memes.
Oh yeah. That kind
Them
of
was
I guess
cool.
that definitely started 2019 and just like rolled over.
Yeah.
The
Do you
ones
even
that
watch
Yeah.
the
got me.
Mandalorian? You watch the Mandalorian? I know you
No.
don't.
No, I don't.
It's actually very good. But I know people, if you into Star Wars, people call you a nerd and all that shit.
The one that really pissed. Oh my bad.
I just never got into Star Wars, so I was like, it's kind of bad because I'm like, even though Mandalorian is a new show, or whatever, I'm like, I ain't about to even try to watch it because I've never liked
Honestly,
Star Wars.
it makes sense though because it's not like I guess if you never watched it because you didn't watch it, not because like you didn't like it,
Mm-hmm.
it'd be cool to get back in. If you get into it first time, but you don't have to obviously. But because I feel like Mandalorian kind of plays off of it's not fully nostalgia shit, but it plays off of shit that already happened. So I feel
Okay.
you. But I'm with you. Same thing, like, not a lot of it's not like black people be doing this to me, but like, white people be like, oh, yo, you don't like Lord of the Rings, and I'm like, yeah, I don't watch Lord of the Rings, man. And they're like, it's so good. And I'm like, I watched the first movie and fell asleep, bro. I'm good. And so yeah, and white people love that shit. So I don't know if I'm sure Jesse don't watch any of that, but
No, not a fan.
I know. Motherfuckers love Lord of the Rings.
I know of it though. My brother's into it. I know of I can't even separate it from Game of Thrones though, man. All that shit looks the same.
It's different.
It looks the
It's all
same.
the same.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm
nah,
saying?
yeah.
Y'all got wizards and dragons.
Yeah. Lord of the Rings is definitely way more nerdy, like Dungeons and Dragons, like actual hobbits and wizards and shit. And Game of Thrones are just more like medieval-ish, more so.
Yeah.
Like motherfuckers just be fighting with swords and shit. It's slightly different,
And like brother and sister having sex. I heard.
Yeah, nah, it's not. I didn't even put that in the forefront, dog.
So,
the people doing that are the evil people, though. It's not even.
Yeah, take the good with the bad, though. That show has that.
It's not like the heroes of the show are having the incest. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's all in perception.
That did happen. Well, they didn't know though. The people who knew they were doing the incest were evil. Were like the bad people. Then there was people who accidentally did incest, but they didn't know that they were related. Wow. That's different.
Spoilers.
I didn't even know incest. I didn't even know incest was part of the show. I just heard it had a lot of sex in it.
It's like
but
there, but it's
the
not like
piece
it's not like featured or nothing like that.
Yeah.
It's not like
that's
not the selling point. I think it's just more being like these people suck, bro. You know.
I wouldn't be good at Game of Thrones. I'll tell you that. If there was an actual
that's not the prerequisite. Jesus. Like it's GTA. It was like, all right, now have sex with like your aunt, and it's like, bro, what? I don't want to do.
I don't want to hold the throne, son. Y'all got it. Yeah, but favorite memes, man. I thought the one that got me frustrated was those ones where it's like, is this a cake or is it like a just a random item? And
that
it was like
so weird, bro.
It was a cake 9 times out of 10. I'm like, why the fuck didn't I see a pattern? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you saw like the people tweeting and the memes is like, please tell me my friends and family aren't cake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was wild. It literally looked like a hand, and then they cut into it, and it's like, all right, this is too much, bro. Or like when it looks like food, like like it was like, oh, like a fucking like glazed ham, and then they cut into it, and it's a cake, and it was like, why? What are you even doing that for? Who's that? Or it was like a frog, or like somebody like a fucking Tim boot, or like just weird shit.
Yeah, and like one it's like a crock. It's like, oh man, good thing it wasn't a crock. It's like, yeah, it's a cake.
It's a cake. It's like, who asked for these cakes? Why are you making cakes look this good? And I will say, I've had like the professional like cakes that they make and shape and make it look cool as hell. I'm gonna be real; those cakes fucking suck. They never taste good, man. Because of the fondant, bro, or the fondant.
Oh yeah,
is that like the wax to make it?
It's like
sugar that's just terrible
paste that they need to mold the cake, and so like they be so into like making the cake look cool. It's like, bro, I never asked for the cake. I just want the cake to taste good. That's the thing that you most want the cake to do. Like, I don't give a fuck. It look like a Tim boot.
It's still cake.
Yeah, I wanted the cake to be tasty. You know, but yeah, fuck that. But I'm sorry, I'll digress from the meme talk. We had the dude listening to fucking Fleetwood Mac on the on the skateboard with the cranberry juice,
Oh yeah. He was
ocean
good.
spray.
Man,
Yeah. And
fuck that
everybody was
dude,
doing
yeah.
it. What?
Wow.
Why? What did he do to you?
Because I'm hating. I'm
You hating
outside
that
VIP
somebody went
hating.
viral?
Yeah, off nothing, bro. Like, you know how many times I've been just like singing to my phone, ranting to my phone. Nobody passes it to that shit. And Fleetwood Mac, bro, come on, nobody's bumping them.
Yes,
That
they
song,
do,
like,
bro. Don't do
no,
this.
that's the only song. Name
They
another
got other
Fleetwood Mac song.
songs. Landslide, isn't it?
Okay, yeah, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know.
Fleetwood Mac is mad famous. What we doing, man? Come on,
I
Stevie
mean,
Nicks.
Yeah.
so is Rascal Flatts, but everybody hates him.
I
know what I'm
mean,
saying?
yeah, Fleetwood Mac was good and they sold and they legendary. I'm not about to do on the debate. White people
I'm
love
just about the. I'm saying like the marketable value of somebody that goes viral. Like these dudes that do the crazy layups and stuff. Like, you know, hey, they could be like on the NBA 2K or some shit.
But they
This
shouldn't go
dude,
viral.
no, they can. I'm saying that would be good. That would be you said someone going viral, but like a dude on his longboard, like, what is that market? Like, yo, like we need him to go further on the longboard. Maybe he can carry shit. Like, what is he being put to use
Bro,
for? You know what
it's
I'm saying?
the internet. Shit go viral for dumb shit all
It's
the time. You can't be
marketing.
mad about that.
You know how much ocean
I'm
spray they
saying,
sold
how
off of
can you?
that?
Bro,
Yeah, well, that's
I
it.
went on
That shit
TikTok the
nasty.
other day and there was a dude whose video went viral and all he was saying was eating a hamburger with no honey mustard. And he just kept saying it real stupid, like, and then at the end he was like, "Why are you still watching this?" And then that went. And that's all he did. That's
I
all he
mean,
did.
you should not have a hamburger with honey mustard. That's
He
weird.
was like, but he said he was. Oh no,
Mm.
maybe he said he wasn't. He said he eating a hamburger with no honey mustard. That's how he was saying it. And he just repeated it over for mad long, and then he was like, "Why are you still watching this?" And then he went viral because of that.
Mm.
I think there's nothing you can. The thing that also, like, I'm not hopping on the hate bandwagon with you, but it is funny to me, or it does irk me when it's like somebody says something funny, but then the person who just like quote tweets it that just says LMAO is like famous, and then that's when it goes viral. You know what I mean? Like the
Yes.
person responding to the thing makes it go viral, or like on TikTok, it's like the person just does one of those split videos where they're just like watching the video happen and that
Right.
video goes viral, but not the regular. Like, all right, that's a little annoying. I get that. You know
Yeah.
what I
Shouts
mean?
to my homie. He made a reaction video to like, I think the WAP song, which again, did that happen 2020 or
That did,
2019?
yeah.
Uh,
August.
he did like a reaction video, like, nah, man, we got daughters and stuff, and then like that went viral, and I'm like, bro, why are you on this website? And it was kind of funny. So yeah, shouts to anything's possible, you know, KG.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Some of the other memes that happened was Karens became a big thing. Everybody calling people Karens because of that one chick who was calling the cops on homeboy in the park, which I feel like that got lost in the sauce between, because that was like the mild, like more milder, racism stuff happened this year.
I feel like Starbucks started that in 2019 when they kicked out the two kids, right?
Yeah, in Philly, but I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know if they attribute that to like a Karen though. I think that was just like some manager though. I think that might have been a
No,
dude.
I know, but just like I think that emboldened the Karens to be like, "Hey, Starbucks did
Oh
it."
yeah, this is fucking wild out. I feel like Karens got out of hand, and white people started calling other white people Karens, and it just kind of was like, that's not
Or
what.
the lady in the park with the dog that was like,
definitely
"I'm gonna
never.
call the cops and say I
That's what
got."
I was saying. That's where it came from. It came from
Oh
her.
yeah, true. Yeah, and
He
then
was.
no, there was there was the other one where oh, that's what it was when the lady's son Trav made me think of Tegan where he had the RV car.
Mm-hmm.
And the kid was riding around, and she's
Oh
like,
yeah,
"Does he
yeah.
have a license?" It's like, no,
Like what?
Are you
he's
wild?
4 years old, bro.
Like, of course not. Why do you even care? Why do you even care about that? You know what I
As a
mean?
Trav, what would you say to a lady if they asked if Tegan, your 3-year-old kid, had a license?
I'm realistic. I'll probably be like, haha, yeah.
Like you
Like,
obviously like
And then they're not going away. They're like, "Sir, what are you gonna do?" You're like, "Oh, you're for real."
yeah, like then we're gonna have to have a conversation. Like, bro, what are you talking about?
It's a power wheel, son.
Yeah, like
She really said that. She's like, "He's going fast, and he doesn't have a license." It's like, son, what's the park speed limit around here for Power Wheels?
y'all see the latest one where that lady tackled that kid in the hotel?
no,
they
was that the
caught-
one where
Naruto?
Where the
She
chick called
thought
the
he stole his
dude.
cell phone.
Yup, that's the one. It was like, I mean, not that it matters. It was like some musician's son or whatever it is, and then
Yeah,
that shit irked me because it was like the Times and it was a New York Times. Somebody interviewed her and was like getting her side of the story, and she was like, "Yeah, I thought of everybody until I settled on him. It wasn't a race thing. It was like, but like, why'd you settle on him? Like, you know what I
but
mean?
then
Like,
so
what?
then she like skipped town or something or deleted all her social media or something,
That
and then
sounds
she
about
just
right.
did that shit again.
She did it somewhere else.
Yeah,
Jesus.
like bro,
So
this chick is wilding.
yeah, nah, fuck that. I'm trying to look at what other.
She tackled a dude in a
In
hotel.
a
You said?
hotel. Yeah, like I think it was like 16 or 17-year-old kid because she thought that he stole her cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
And so she like attacked him, like, give it back, and was like trying to wrestle him down and get the phone back. And everybody like started breaking him. I'm like, lady, what you doing?
Damn.
That's
And
wild.
his
It turned
dad
out
came down and all that and talking to the
Wasn't
manager.
didn't she end up fighting the phone too? It was like on her or some shit.
Yeah, the Uber had it.
Yeah. See, that's some
Like, bro,
wild
you
shit,
did
bro.
all that, and the Uber dude had the phone in the
See,
car.
the thing that's wild to me is even if I thought somebody might have it, the reason why I wouldn't like wild out and tackle somebody is just like you look so fucking stupid if you wrong, bro. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like you might be right, but it's like you look so goddamn dumb if you just start wilding out on somebody who don't have no clue what the fuck you're talking about. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
that shit is crazy.
That's why the dad was pissed.
Reverse though. One time I worked at this didn't happen in 2020, but back in the day I worked at T-Mobile, and this dude did steal a phone. And I was like, "Hey, bro, I need you to like bring that back." He's like, "Oh, cause I'm black." I was like, "Nah, cause you stole it,
Because
bro."
you stole it, fool.
like I literally seen you steal it. Like,
I was like, "We're not doing that, bro." I even told him, I was like, "Nah, that doesn't fly over here."
all right, I'm trying to look at other shit. Do y'all remember the fucking World War III memes? That feels fucking forever ago. Who do we
I
even?
feel like
We bombed somebody
yeah,
in Iran,
the Soleimani,
bro. That's not
Soleimani.
good. That I don't even remember the
Yeah, I
people
don't even
that we
remember
just bombed.
who we fired off on.
We bombed somebody. This is not great. I probably should look it up so we don't look as bad.
Isn't that
But
what
yeah,
Chappelle said?
yeah.
He said, "That's how you know Trump was an N-word because he killed somebody we didn't know we had beef with."
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I had no clue, bro. Like I still don't know who that is. And then it was like, bro, are we about to get in a fucking war with Iran? So all the World War III memes were kicking off.
He killed somebody we didn't know we had beef with.
Oh yeah, it was a strike in it was Iraq. We killed Qasim Soleimani.
Damn, bro. Ron, was it?
It was
What's the Kiki Palmer
they
meme?
try
Where she's like, I don't
who is
know
it?
this man. No disrespect to this man. I don't know. I don't know, dude. Yeah, it still was wild, bro.
Yeah.
Um, let's see other memes. We had the draw 25 joint where it's like do this or draw 25, and people were doing that one. I don't know if y'all remember that one. It was like the Uno joint.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
All the Tiger King memes, kill Carol Baskins and all that.
Oh yeah, and the the Carol Baskin Savage mix up that was this year. That shit was stuck in my head for mad long. Carol Baskins killed this husband. Whack.
Hey,
and
free
you know
Joe Exotic, bro. Free Joe.
the whole world was I know, like the whole world was kind of like in unison for like a small week. Everyone was just like, "Yo, let's just put our
Fuck
beef
this
aside." Yeah, for Carol Baskin.
Because she definitely
Let's
did that
ride it
shit.
out.
Do y'all actually think she did that shit? Because I think she probably. I
Yes.
mean, I think he tried to dip to Costa Rica and the plane went down.
Nah. I mean, based on what just like the evidence that is there, they was like, yo, the whole van is staged. Like everything inside the van being there itself is staged. Like, bro, she killed this dude and then
See,
staged it like he left.
that's my conspiracy theory inside of the conspiracy theory is he staged it like that on purpose to set her up so he could dip. And he's either chilling in Costa Rica or that man plane just didn't make it. That's what it is. He in the middle of the ocean. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to
It
think that
is.
she ain't have the exact, you know. Because then the way she treated it afterwards, like because she changed the documents and stuff right before he died.
Yeah, it didn't look good.
Like,
None of it looked good.
There's
And it's
like
wild.
no way she didn't do this.
It's wild that she ended up on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, bro.
It's like if they was in like 1995, they was like, yo, let's put OJ on Dancing with the Stars.
Bro.
You see, talk about going viral, man, for the wrong reason.
Bruh, that shit is absurd, man.
I seen it. I was like, bro, you mean like Carol Baskin? Carol Baskin?
Carol Baskin on Dancing. They
Why
had
is she on here? And she was on there for like some time too. Like she was been going first episode.
I only watched the first episode, so could she even actually dance, man? I didn't even think. No, so she
trash.
Just motherfucker was just keeping her because
she
not even
dance
a
around
star,
the law.
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I guess they couldn't get Joe Exotic, that boy in the jail. That boy, they threw that man away.
He trying to get Trump to get him a pardon.
Why would he? You know, Trump don't know that.
Trump don't know nobody. He just handing the shit out now.
See, I think people
let it rain.
Apparently, though, he hasn't even done like that many like was it clemencies and what's it called? What's the last? Fucking
Clementines
pardons
and
or whatever. Clemencies and pardons. He hasn't really done that, man. He's only done it for like the homies, but he hasn't like compared to other presidents. He hasn't even done that much. So I don't think he's just about to be giving them shits out unless you got some benefits for him.
He's like, yo, we're right out on Carol together. You know I mean? Come on, Trump. Get me out.
Let me try. I'm trying to find. Oh, I didn't even think that happened. Bro, I can't believe this year was the fucking. Like, I know we had the election, but the fact that we had the fucking primaries seemed so fucking long ago. The fucking Bernie Sanders meme, we was like, I'm again asking for. Like, that was a big one. That was a big one.
Oh, the idea of quarantine, like every day being mixed in, you know what I'm saying? The Spider-Man meme about like days of the week.
Oh, yeah. That was good. The fly on Pence's face.
Yep.
That shit, bro.
Bro, that's hilarious.
That was crazy.
During the debate, too. Fucking crazy, man.
He ain't with muscle.
All those debates were wild. I'm glad they only did what? They did 2 debates, right? They pretty much ended up only doing 2.
What's supposed to be 4? Wait, they do 3 out of the 4? Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, them 2 only did 2.
Yeah, they did the one where it's like they had a debate, but they weren't in the same room. They just did the town hall set because it was just dumb.
Right. And Trump was scared, bro. He's like, nah, I'm not doing a debate digital because he wanted the crowd. He's like, I hate dude, bro. Get him out of here.
Mm-hmm.
My birthday is inauguration day, bro. Shouts to the 20th.
The 20th.
20th.
I think that might be it for the memes. I can't think of any more. At least I don't remember any of these. Wipe me down. Anybody know what the fuck that is?
That was the mirror meme where they would switch clothes in between wiping the mirror.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That's sweet. Them was tight there. Them was tight.
Yeah, I feel like there was like way too many that I was just like, all right, I'm tired of seeing these. Man.
Yeah, between that and then like falling on the bed and then you're rolling around and then you get another outfit and you fall on the bed.
Yeah. Oh,
on the bed.
The one that I got sick of the fastest is the don't rush one, man.
Oh, don't rush.
Yeah, where they're dropping the thing and then the person they get from like chilling in sweats to dress. It was just an excuse for people to dress up because they couldn't do that shit no more.
Right, exactly. They wanted to flex on their outfit that they couldn't.
That they can't actually go no goddamn where. It's like, all right, man. If I hear "Don't Rush" one more fucking time, I'm out.
Yeah. That's Tegan's song. You lucky he ain't around you.
My bad. I ain't mean. That's the GOAT. I don't want to disrespect Tegan like that.
In the backseat, Daddy, don't rush. Don't rush. Like, bro, I can't even play the song right now. He's like, yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, go ahead, throw that on, bro. I know you got it.
Smart. Yeah, he know.
He definitely know. And then all I got left is the Michael Jordan shit. That was big. The last dance doc.
Yeah. I think that's hilarious, bro. Because shouts to that work. We were talking about it, and someone that wasn't big on sports.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, "Oh, we were," and she's like, "The Last Dance. That sounds great. Is that like a dancing show?" We're like, "Nah."
Michael
Very
Jordan,
misleading.
bro.
I'll give you. Yeah.
Yeah, it might have been a movie called Save the Last
Yeah.
Dance.
Save the last.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then the meme, the Michael Jordan meme, and I took it personally.
Yeah, that's been a big one. Him looking at the iPad. I'll be
Oh
seeing
yeah.
I'll be seeing on with of Isaiah Thomas where he's just like, I had the qualifications, but I wasn't. Like that one's classic with the video. It's like, but I wasn't there. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't selected.
Yeah, and this shit is hilarious. That boy Michael Jordan petty is that you can't turn everything into like, yo, I was and I took that personally. Like, come on, man.
That's
What
why
was
he
the
the
one?
GOAT, bro.
It was the one where it was the playoffs, and the one dude went to the restaurant he was in while they were playing in the playoffs, and he took it personally that the dude didn't say hi to him at the restaurant, and it was like, you didn't say hi to him either.
Nah.
Like
He the
what?
GOAT though. Come
Yeah.
say what up.
That's ghost shit. You don't. Yeah, you come say what up to me.
But I feel like if he would have said hi to him, he just would have been like he thought he could just like be friendly with me in the playoffs. I took that personally, so that's
He
why I went
probably
out
would have.
and put 50 on his head. Like, yo, it would have been an either or. He was just trying to fucking find ways to
Hey,
get
Lose, bro.
but that's why he the GOAT. He take what he need to fuel to get to where he got to get to.
That boy was crazy, man. Crazy.
They don't make him like that no more.
I guess, yeah, they don't. I'm glad. But they
Oh, you with participation trophies. You want everybody happy out there.
I just don't think that you have to be like, asshole to be great. You don't gotta do that. You don't have to. I feel like you could be great and not be an asshole. Wouldn't that be better too?
I mean, in real life, I guess, but
You're like all the greats are assholes.
on the court, you got to be a killer.
Yeah. I bet you if you ask a referee, they think LeBron's an asshole.
No, well, yeah, I'm sure that's true. I didn't even say LeBron wasn't
everything for you.
I mean, I guess everybody's an asshole to somebody, right?
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So speaking of my takeaway from 2020, people are assholes. Nah.
Yeah, honestly.
Nah, I just thought that was crazy with like the toilet paper shortage, man, the anti-maskers, the conspiracy theorists, the science deniers, the election deniers, the voter deniers. Like, man, that shit made me frustrated because as much as you look towards progress and associate yourself with people that are like-minded and stuff, you then do see such a comparison of others that don't think logically or don't think similar to you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, so it's a blessing and a curse instead of like knowing like who you should surround yourself with more so, and because that shit was draining, man. A lot of us were locked in the house and spent a lot of time debating on politics, and I know me so a lot in sports, because sports was taken away from us and everything like that. And I don't know, man. A lot of important stuff happened in 2020, but I don't think a lot of people, as much as I would hope, took it as seriously as they did.
Yeah. It's insane to think about how many conspiracy theories there were, like 5G, fucking election. Now it's like vaccines, and then fucking
December
the coronavirus in general. Like, just too. Like, and I just want to know, like, people who believe in all these like fucking conspiracies. How are you living, bro? Like, if you actually thought that all this shit was like happening, like vaccines, like how could you trust anything in your life at all? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you go to a bank at Wells Fargo, but then you think everything's run by one person. Like, come on.
Yeah, like that's kind of crazy to me. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think the biggest takeaway I took from 2020 is just like, I don't know, taking shit for, like, making sure you don't take shit for granted, because like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, it felt like in one weekend, pretty much 1 week, our fucking whole lives just changed and was completely different than what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, even we probably were like, because we didn't shut down until fucking March. We probably were bugging. You probably should have shut down in like February. But right. I remember I went out like the weekend before everything closed down, and I remember the person that I like, it was people from work, and it was my homie Paige and my homie Jack, and Paige's boyfriend was like going out with us, and he was just like, I don't know if we should go out because of this coronavirus shit. And me and Jack was like, I mean, I feel like we be good, right? I'm like, oh man, he's really feeling it, huh? And then we went out, and it was cool. We had a cool night, and I think I washed my hands a shit ton of times, but like, it was kind of crazy, like how we were just like we went to a fucking piano bar, like which is probably the worst place to go because it's just everybody in that bitch singing like the fucking songs and shit, and just like breathing on each other. Yeah, just
touching
breathing.
the piano and shit.
And I would have been so pissed if I got sick because white people needed to sing like Sweet Caroline. You know how fucking mad I'd be? Like if I would have died from that shit, I'd be I'd be so pissed chilling. Like what
I'd
the
be
fuck?
doing the show by myself, like, yo, we live. Like
I had to go out and see white
Yeah,
people sing Sweet
I'm
Caroline
like,
and fucking
so
living
I
on a
gotta run.
prayer.
Now I gotta run the show solo because I had to play the piano.
I didn't even want. Well, they were trying to force me to get just like piano bars are so fun, and then we went and it was just like it was exactly what I thought. I was like, I don't really need to hear a crowd of drunk people sing like what I'm saying, "Come on, Eileen" and shit. Like I just don't.
It's like live karaoke.
That's what it is. It's like karaoke, except it's not one person. It's just like it's like a semi-professional person singing it, and they just let everybody else sing along with them. And it's like, all right, I guess this is different. So there's that. But and there's that. We went to sushi and fucking a fucking bar after, and people dancing. It was like that's so crazy. And then like the next weekend, it was like everybody's in the house, and
Right. I feel like the biggest lie was like, oh, we're just gonna work from home for like 2 weeks. I was like, this doesn't
that shit
seem
never
like
made. That shit didn't ever add up to
weeks.
me. It was like, we're gonna shut down for 2 weeks and see what. I'm like, y'all think this shit about to just clear up in 2
Right.
weeks?
Put some cream on it. Put some cream on it.
Like, if everybody stay in the house, it'll go away. Like it's
pour
like
some
when
tussin on it, bro.
It was like when you were a kid and you thought if you just pretend to be asleep, like like yo, we just gonna act like we sleep and the virus to go, bro. Like nah, man. Yeah, I shouldn't. And then people were like, all right, well, maybe we won't be good until the summer. And even then, I was like, yeah. So
these things don't go away that quickly, brother.
America wanted to treat the virus like they treat racism. Like if we don't talk about it, it doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying?
And then that's exactly why it's exactly the same. As in it's fucking up the community, and we still just try not to talk about it.
Just sweep it under the rug. I don't see it. Doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
Nah, I mean,
what's your biggest takeaway, Trav?
Yeah.
Probably the same, man. Just enjoy life, enjoy your family. Don't take nothing for granted. Like I've seen so many people get sick, and people been dying left and right. Like, and the hardest part is people who can't see people who are dying.
Yeah,
so they go to the hospital. It's like, dang, I couldn't even, get to them one last time. Go see them, anything like. So it's stuff like that. And I'm just like, man,
that's the craziest thing. All to me is like, it obviously is terrible for like people who can't see the people who are dying. But like, imagine like being on your deathbed and you can't like see your family one last time. Like you got to do shit on an iPad and shit. Yep. Like that shit sound like profoundly lonely. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy to me. That's why I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to fuck with this shit at all.
Yeah, man. I mean, it wasn't COVID related, but I mean, I lost my grandpa this year, and because of COVID, I couldn't travel and see him. So I mean, there was like people that were affected by COVID, kind of inadvertently too, and So I mean, that's definitely it too, man. Don't take things for granted, and like you're saying, things could be taken away because like just you know what I'm saying, not the flex, just before 2020, it's like I was the funniest dude in my office, and then the office got taken away.
You still the funniest dude at your office, bro.
You know what I'm saying? my audience just got smaller. So
yeah, you just cracking yourself up, bro.
I'm for sure best dressed. I'd say that.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Adidas down.
Yeah. Hey, whoa. I will say. Was a wild thing that took place for me for 2020, man, is I got foot surgery. And
oh shit, I forgot that happened.
I was like, fuck it, we all gonna be home for a while. I got my foot chopped up and was in a boot for like 8 weeks, and like I didn't miss a beat because we still at home, And so I'd say that was like my best takeaway from 2020. and like the pandemic in itself. And then I had some, good growth, man. Like, I brought on some new sponsors for the podcast. Shouts to us. Shouts to Daniel Phillip. I read a bunch of books, man. I read like 9 books in quarantine.
Nice.
So, what I'm saying? Worked on my mental health, what I'm saying? That's always a pursuit. And yeah, we just rocking, man. Now I got my foot right. I'm gonna get back in hockey, get back in the gym. Not in the gym, but in the the gym atmosphere. And yeah, so we rocking, man. 2021.
Word for real. Do you wanna move on to our favorite like content of the year? I could do my review if you want.
Yeah, I was gonna say now transition. I mean, we rocking into the future. The Bucket Up podcast. We headed towards bigger and better things. We now on visual. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, 2020.
Hey.
We saw a lot of things be taken away from us. But I think shouts to us. We kept things rocking. We didn't let it break us, son. You know what I'm saying? COVID broke a lot of people, man. It took away a lot of careers. I think it kind of, what I'm saying? We've only been stronger since. So shouts to that, man. But yeah, we had some good content throughout the year, some songs, some music, you know what I'm saying? Some movies. Yeah, we can get to some of that. But before, yeah, what was the movie you wanted to review?
Well, since we all watched Soul, we can give our quick Soul review. What did you
Perfect.
think of it,
So
Jesse?
I thought Soul was beautiful, man, and what's funny is it got me on the twist like early and often. No spoilers, for those that haven't seen it. Like I said, I'll give y'all like 2 weeks or so. But yeah, watching it early, I got entrapped, or what's that called? Enticed or intrigued.
entangled.
And was like, yo, yeah,
Hated.
enticed, whatever it was, entangled. And now I was just like, yo, I'm hooked, bro. Like I'm into this. So yeah, it got me early, and it had a bunch of good messages, and the the commentary was great, the animation was great. Like 5 out of 5 bucket hats, bro.
Yeah, no, I think I'm. Well, I'll let you go, Trav. How'd you feel about the movie?
Oh man, it was dope for real. Like
Mm-hmm.
we've been looking forward to it for months and months. So getting to watch it, it was fire. Like I know for sure I need to watch it again because I watched it with the kids, and
Mm-hmm.
y'all ain't got kids, but watching movies with kids
It's a little
ain't really
different.
yeah. So I'm like, I know some stuff that I missed. Like I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
well, whatever.
I know
But
your kids are young. Did Tegan like grasp anything from that? You think or nah?
nah,
Yeah, I didn't think
he
so.
was watching and he'd be playing and he'd be watching and something would catch him like you said, like the animation or like hearing somebody saying something
Mm-hmm.
or watching somebody fall down the manhole or something. He'll laugh, but he ain't getting nothing.
Yeah. I mean, he's a little too young, but yeah.
Yeah, but I think he kind of enjoyed it though. He like semi watched the whole thing.
Okay. But yeah, so it was good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was fire though. Like I mean, I probably biasly give it like a 5 out of 5, but I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
watch it again and really, really, really score it.
Okay.
But it was real good though.
Yeah, I think I got it in my top Pixar movies. It maybe
Yeah.
top 5, top 10, something like that. I haven't
And it
done
was
the
good,
full.
man. It made me think of like it made me really consume the message. It wasn't too overly
You
sad.
try to not say. I feel like we can say the message was about like what I'm saying, appreciating life, and I feel like it was good because I feel like a lot of the like Pixar movies definitely be hitting people in the heart. You know what I
Mm,
mean, making motherfuckers cry, and I feel like this movie, even though I was definitely felt a little emotion towards the end. I don't think it wasn't like Coco where it's
oof. Come on now.
gutting at the end and like Up where you're just like shit at the beginning of that goddamn movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it set
I
the bar.
I feel like it was kind of like a very like the message was beautiful, but it was I don't know, it was like super hopeful and not like sad hit you.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like it was like profound kind of hit you. You know what I mean? And
I
so
agree with that.
like I like that and I like the message and kind of like how it all kind of tied together of like this dude is obsessed with one thing and it kind of like shows like what that can what I'm saying like how that you can miss out on life because of that, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
um But yeah, no, I'm sure most people seen it. Who don't got Disney Plus at this point? Apparently, according to them motherfuckers, everybody got that shit. Yeah, like you know what I mean. Fucking everybody got, or they got some plug or some shit. They seen this goddamn movie. You know what I mean? So I don't think we would be spoiling for too many people. But if you haven't, I definitely recommend it to go see it. Definitely, you know, the voice acting is good. Shouts to Jamie Foxx. Shouts to Tina Fey. I did see some dumbass takes on the internet where they were like, I can't believe like they didn't have this dude, they didn't have Jamie Foxx character realize you know, the message of the film until there was like a white woman playing inside of him, and it was like,
wow.
well, the soul wasn't really a white woman, it was a soul. So that doesn't really add up, bro. Like what are you even getting out of pointing this out? Like I don't understand like what kind of racism you actually trying to point out. I don't get what you mean, but yeah. And I also saw like people saying that there's like a trope with Disney films putting black people in like animals or whatever, saying that it's like they do that because they think that white people can't relate to black people, so they put them in animals so that they relate more. And I'm like, maybe there's something to that, but I don't know, man. That seemed like a stretch to me. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know.
it's not like they don't put white people in animals too in these movies. But well, I mean, Princess and the Frog, she was a frog for most of the damn movie, which is kind of a. So I get that there, and then this one he ends up in a cat. So you know, and you know, I guess that's a spoiler. It's not really a spoiler, but yeah.
Well, it's
No.
funny is like in the trailer, like I didn't see that coming. I was like, oh, the cat might just be his best friend or some shit, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
boom.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think they were gonna do a lot of things that they did like off rip. I was like, oh shit, right now, you know what I mean?
You know
Like
what I mean? Like
earlier in the film when something happened, and I was like, yeah, I can't believe they did that shit so quick. But then it obviously made sense.
right. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't happen like that when you
Fire,
die, but
fire
Yeah,
emoji.
yeah, for sure. And then the other movie that I saw was Wonder Woman 84. No, you didn't see it, Trav? I don't know if you was. I know you don't fuck with the
No,
DC as much.
I just saw that it was on HBO Max so that I
Mm-hmm.
could see it. Shout out to
Yeah.
AT&T for the free HBO
You got the
Max.
HBO Max got some good shit. You
Yeah,
should check it out.
yeah. And I watch HBO Max like when I get a chance to watch a movie by myself. But
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, I just seen a commercial earlier, either today or yesterday, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get to it because the first Wonder Woman was cool.
Yeah. First
Even
one
though
was good.
it took me a long time to get through it. I don't know why. It took me like 4
It's
watches to
definitely
get through that
slow.
whole movie.
It's slow because they like put that shit in World War like one, so it's just like, all right, man, period pieces. The second one, after I watched it, it was one of those movies where, like you watch and you're just like, all right, whatever. This, you know, because I think it's just like, you know, this year we've been starved for movies, and I think we watched that. I think we watched Soul first, and then we watched that like the next day. Sorry. And like after the movie, I was like, that wasn't bad, but it was like one of those movies to me where I thought about it more, and I was like, okay, that none of this shit makes sense. So yeah, it's a lot wrong with the movie. I don't like that they put that shit in the 80s. Like the fucking like I'm not gonna ruin it, but it's like the whole third act don't make sense. The villain is kind of stupid. Even though like the dude playing the villain is okay, and like I don't know, the whole plot of it is kind of just dumb to me. And it's like they don't really use Wonder Woman as a superhero to do cool superhero shit. It's just kind of like I don't know. I feel like just have these people fight people, man. You know what I mean? Like what they try to do, they did like this elaborate shit to try to make the message about like hope and giving up shit, and it's just like I don't know. The movie just ended up being kind of dumb, so which sucks because the first one was actually like pretty good. They could have followed up with some, you know what I'm saying, better, if not like at least just as good. But I don't know.
So it ended up like a typical DC movie.
Yeah, nah, it's not. Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't as bad as people were saying. On the internet saying it's as bad as Suicide Squad. I wouldn't do that.
oh man,
Come
That's
on, man.
bad.
Suicide Squad is one of the ones I like.
You like Suicide? It's so. We watched that in
Bro,
theaters together. It was so
yeah,
bad.
Suicide Squad is good.
I heard that movie
No.
caused the pandemic, son.
Suicide Squad ain't good, bro. Wait,
Ain't they
so
coming out with a second one too?
yeah, the second one, but the second one is by James Gunn, who did Guardians of the Galaxy. It's a different director, so I got faith in that one
Okay.
potentially being good. But like this one, that last one, that wasn't it to me. But like, obviously they don't got too many bangers on them. Like Batman versus Superman was trash.
Yep.
Justice League wasn't very good. So
Nope.
Joker was trash too, by the way. I don't know
like
why.
Joker's
that's not
another
a
one.
superhero movie.
Joker is another one that kind of like after a while I was like, I don't think I like that one as much as like
Was a
it
good
was
movie.
alright. It wasn't great though.
Was that 2019 or 2020?
That was 2019. It was a movie theater in
Joker was
October.
good.
It was okay.
It was just different. Like
people were hyping it up a little too much for me.
Yeah,
it wasn't what people were trying to say it was. Like him winning Oscars and shit.
Yeah,
I don't
it wasn't
know about
Oscar
all that.
worthy. Nah.
It wasn't all that.
Aquaman is good from DC.
Aquaman is good. The first Wonder Woman, obviously. What else?
I feel like there was one more.
Oh, Shazam is good. I like Shazam.
Shazam was pretty good.
Shazam was good because it was like fun and it was like they weren't doing anything too wild.
Yeah.
And then that might be it, bro.
Did you see was it Harley Quinn's movie?
Oh yeah, Harley Quinn was cool. Harley Quinn was cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, that one was cool too. I think so the 4 good movies. Yeah. Out of like a lot.
But ain't none of them like, Marvel level fire.
Nah. And I think that's the bad Marvel movies are like they not that bad. You know what I'm saying? I can watch them again. I don't ever want to see Suicide Squad again. I don't know why you like that movie.
Jared Leto, man, that was like a Mountain Dew commercial.
I don't ever want to see that shit again. I don't ever want to watch Batman versus Superman again. Like I don't need it.
Nah. I ain't gonna do the Batman. Suicide Squad I'll do though.
Is it just because Will in it? Is that what it is?
Maybe. That's my dog.
Alright, we can't. We're not gonna linger on this too much. We could do our favorite shows and our favorite artists and the songs of the year. Like Jesse, you got a favorite show from the year?
Yeah, I actually do. I'm going with Woke.
Oh yeah, that was a good show.
That was pretty cool. Yep.
That actually did drop this year.
I'll say the reason being, not just the show itself, but I felt like they knew who their audience was with me. Their episodes were quick, you know what I'm saying, and they were catchy, and and I think it was topical and needed. So Woke.
Yeah, I think that one kind of flew under the radar because it was on Hulu. You know what I mean? So people didn't really get to it. But I definitely say check that one out. Trav, you got a favorite show of the year?
Yes, I believe it came out this year. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But Dave.
Oh, yep, that is a big one. I feel like
year, right?
that was in March. It was like
because I know I caught it late. I didn't catch it till like I don't know, it was like August or something. September.
Wow. Yeah.
But yeah, that show was good. I'm waiting on the next season.
Yeah, see, I know.
I gotta slide in Power too. Power books.
No, we don't have to slide in Power.
Bro, it's good, bro.
We don't have to put that up in here. We don't have to
I mean, it's the writing is so good, but the acting is so bad.
There's a couple trash acting roles.
I feel like if there's
so cringy.
A couple trash acting roles, mean you can't say that it's like top of the year if it got multiple bad actors.
But you can because of the plot and the storyline though, like it's so fire.
See, I feel like it gotta be all of it. It gotta be all around good.
They be having those whack like one-liners where it pans to the next scene, but it's like the main character just says something like, "Yeah, they're gonna pay for it," and then it just pans to some shit. I'm like, I hate.
See, that's bad writing though. That's all bad.
No, that's bad production. The writing is good.
That's right. You gotta write that into the script.
If you was the right actor or actress, you could sell it. It'd sound good. When it's Mary J, it just don't sound that good.
She's not. Yeah,
and it's weird because Mary J was on Umbrella Academy, and she's good in that. So that's weird that she's bad in this.
Maybe I don't know what role she played in that, but maybe it's her role because she like a gangster, thug's wife, like drug dealer's wife, and she. Like,
I feel like you can't. It's hard for me to see.
Yeah,
Mary
I can't.
J in that. It's kind of like
Method Man is fired though.
Oh yeah, Method Man can act. He can act.
Yeah, he fired in his role.
I don't want. I don't think he's a good actor in this. But hey, you know what I'm saying.
He good, man.
And I love Methods of the Death, bro. But
How?
he plays a lawyer in this shit, and I'd be like, yeah, I'm getting these charges dropped. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. All right, I'm
And
trying
when
to.
they gave him a sex scene, I'm like, everybody gets a sex
Nah,
scene,
why
bro.
you
50s
surprised,
Oprah when it
dog?
comes to
Everybody gets a
Yeah.
sex scene in there, man. I don't know why you surprised. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Happens all the time. All right, so I guess mine. I'm gonna go with The Boys. Season 2 was probably my favorite like show of the year. I don't, you ain't, it's on Amazon Prime, and it's a show. It pretty much is like superheroes are like, uh, it's like what superheroes would be like in the real world in terms of like they probably would be pimped out by corporations and like sponsored and shit and be actually kind of fucked up. You know what I mean? And like have a shit ton of collateral damage and like
Right. I remember that.
yeah. Yeah, it's a good ass show, but I feel like it's it's on the radar because it's on Amazon Prime. But if you got Prime, definitely check that shit out. And then some of the like I mean Better Call Saul, the last season was really good too. If people fuck with, that and fucking Breaking Bad and shit. Succession season 2 was good. I watched fucking Cobra Kai.
Yeah, I ain't get on. I heard people, talking
It's
about it, but
good.
I ain't get on Cobra.
Did you fuck with Karate Kid when you was growing up?
Not heavy. Like I seen it a time or two, but
Mm.
it wasn't like I wasn't with the cult following type.
Okay.
Nah, and what's wild is the
It was
one
all
my
about three
favorite.
ninjas.
Yeah, facts. But my favorite Karate Kid was like the next Karate Kid with Hilary Swank. So
Oh yeah, she's not in there. She's not in
yeah.
this, but they do through the whole shit. It's like Hillary Swank or like all the Karate Kids are canon, I guess, and it's just wild because they got it's like these little it's like the kids of the Karate Kid and like the dude who he fought, and it's actually kind of more based off of the dude who he beat in the first movie, like, and then they kind of bring in Danny LaRusso who's like the main character from the movie, but then it's like the kids are involved and at one point, they got these kids in a fucking gang war. Is wild. Yeah, dude, it is
Okay.
wild. Yeah, nah. I
I'm
feel like the fight scenes are way better than I thought it would be. I thought it'd be a little more cheesy, but nah, it was good. And
I'm
then
like, okay, go on more.
yeah. There's a lot of good ass shows. So somebody gonna have to hit me up with it. Like I said, Umbrella Academy season 2 was good. The Great on Hulu is good. Fucking, I just watched The Wilds. That's also on Amazon Prime. Me and Katie did. That one is like was it it's like Lord of the Flies but with chicks. I think that's pretty much Never Have I Ever. That was a good show. That was on Netflix about the
See that
Indian
one.
kid and like, what I'm saying, her dad died and so she had a hard time with it. It was good though. Yeah.
Okay.
Those are my favorite shows. We can hop to who your favorite artist of the year was.
So I
Trav
did.
or Jesse.
Oh, my bad.
Go ahead, Jesse.
I was gonna say I did song and album of the year.
Oh, okay. No artist.
No, but I mean,
It's probably going hand in hand with the.
yeah. So album I did Pop Smokes.
Oh, which one? The deluxe joint or the regular?
The first one, reach for the stars, aim for the moon, or whatever.
Hey, bro. R.I.P. to Pop Smoke. For real. But that album title was a terrible name.
Oh yeah, nah, it was like up there with Live, Laugh, Love, like you were saying.
Like what? Like fucking Roddy Rich's like album title is like "Forgive Me for Being Antisocial," and it's like that's a terrible. The album's good, but that album title was terrible, bro.
I thought you were gonna say anti-Semitic. I'm like, nah, I'm not forgiving you for that.
That'd be wild, bro. But yeah,
So favorite, and then song of the year was "What's Poppin" by Jack Harlow.
Okay, yeah, yeah. That was I was sooner the first time I heard that song, I was like, all right, this is gonna be big. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
Put my homie Weezy on the remix.
Yeah, for real.
He was snapping.
All right, try who's your. You could do the same thing as Jesse, album and song.
So album, man, I don't know. Album. I can't think of one that I was just bumping a lot. I felt like I did a lot more like single listening to this year, and like playlists and stuff like that. I could give for sake of I could give my person a whole rundown. I can give them artist of the year, song of the year, and album of the year for real.
Okay.
And that'll be Lil Baby.
Yep.
I got big on Lil Baby this year. You know, I talk to you frequently about that.
You used to be a hater on Lil Baby. I remember.
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a hater. He just wasn't my guy. I hadn't heard, much. But that song, Bigger Picture, that was my song of the year. Like, I played that song, like, over and over and over and over. Like, it just was hitting, like, lyrics, content, the beat, just the song in its entirety. Like, it was just hitting for me.
Okay.
So, and then his album was fire too. So, like I said, I don't know if it was the best album. I know it would be one of the best, especially rap albums.
I can't believe it didn't get. I mean, it's the fucking Grammys, but yeah, I feel like it should have been.
And that's part of my thought process too. Like, yeah, it probably should have been up there for, rap album and the Grammys and all that. So, I had to go with Lil Baby on the rundown of my artist, album, and then song.
All right, cool. I guess I probably would have said either one of those songs for my song of the year. I feel like I gotta pivot. I'm gonna go with The Box by Roddy Ricch. That's gonna be my song of the year. Because I feel like that was the big song. It was like, wasn't it like it wasn't doing fucking what's it called? The fucking Lil Nas X song. It wasn't doing those numbers, but it was number one for a while. Yeah, it wasn't Old Town Road number one consecutive weeks, but I feel like it was number one for like 2 or 3 months, right? It was for a while.
It was a go for sure.
He beat out like Justin Bieber and fucking like some other big act when they dropped. So I think Taylor Swift album dropped around the same time as his, and he was beating her out. You know how the Swifties be out wilding. So, you know what I mean? So that I gotta put that. I gotta give him props at least a little bit. And then my album of the year is Alfredo by Freddie Gibbs. I know Trav not gonna. Trav don't fuck with Freddie Gibbs, but I feel like the album was great. Him and it was Alchemist producing it. It's nominated for a Grammy. That was like the only one I was like, all right, that makes sense. It might have been another one on there that was like, all right, that's okay, I guess. But that was the one I was like, all right, that's the one that makes sense, so it better fucking win. But yeah, so that's gonna be my album of the year. And then, I mean, artists, I just still gotta go Lil Baby. I feel like he was on a shit ton of features.
Yeah.
Like he was all over the place. He had a fucking like the Bigger Picture was like super topical at the time, and I feel like every album that I listened to, there was a Lil Baby feature on it. And if you know what I'm saying, I don't think there was many albums that I listened to that didn't have one. And that was usually like one of the better albums or one of the better songs on the album. So, I feel like he was on like a J. Cole feature run that he had a couple years back. It felt like he was kind of doing that same shit. Did Cole drop an album that year that he was doing that? Maybe he dropped that KOD album that year. That he did
yeah. Was that 18? I think.
Yeah, I think it was 18. But I mean, KOD. It was like I don't mind KOD, but it's not as good as Lil Baby's last album. So definitely gotta give Lil Baby props. And then like other albums that I like, Gunna's album that dropped this year. I feel like cool. I listened to that a shit ton.
Oh, I gotta give it to your boy Benny the Butcher.
Yeah, Benny. Oh, Griselda had a big year. Yeah,
that album was hard.
Yeah. Benny the Butcher, another guy Trav was out here sleeping on for a little bit.
Listen, I guess it's sleeping. No, it's not sleeping because y'all told me listen to Griselda, and I did, and I was like, okay, they cool, but it's that super East Coast boom bap, and I'm like, that just don't hit for me. Like, in no setting does that like. Do I feel good listening to that? Like, whether I'm in the car, chilling.
What about
working,
like the locks?
Like anything,
you fuck with the locks, bro?
I do. But even them, I can't say that I listen to
like a shit ton.
Every album or everything, in full. Like, I just know the locks and I know they ill. And every time I do hear them, like, it's fire. And I said the same thing about Griselda. I'm like, I can hear the words, like, they lyrics, they nice, but I'm like, the music just wasn't charting in my brain.
Okay.
But then when y'all had me listen to the Benny, I was like, okay. Then I kept seeing Benny pop up everywhere. Like, he was on, like, I don't know, was it 2 Chainz? That was somebody else's album.
He was on somebody else's album.
And then I seen him on an interview. Like, I think he was on T.I.'s podcast and all that stuff. So I started seeing him, like, everywhere. And I'm like, all right. And then he seemed like a cool dude. So I'm like, all right. So it just kind of kept his momentum going for me. So I'm like, all right, I like Benny.
There we go. Yeah, nah, he had a big year. Griselda, who's like the main, like
Yeah,
that's their whole crew. Benny the Butcher, West Side Gun, Conway the
Conway.
Machine.
Yep.
I feel like I'm missing somebody else in there, but that might just be it. Might just be them three. They got other people that's like affiliated with them.
Mm-hmm.
I think Armani something. I can't remember her name.
Yeah. It's
Stove.
some girl.
Yeah, Armani Caesar. Yeah,
'Cause
and
he was
then
breaking it all down. He was talking to
Stove
somebody. I'm
Guy
like,
Cooks too is who be fucking with them. They all from Buffalo, which is wild to
yeah.
me because it's like that's kind of by where I used to live, and I know homies that they live in Buffalo, and I think Benny just did like some deal shit with the Bills. So it's like the Bills
Oh,
are on the
nice.
rise. They got fucking artists blowing up from Buffalo, and I'm gonna be
Damn.
real. Buffalo's a shitty city, and they don't really deserve all this. But obviously I got friends that live there and they cool. I love my friends. People I went to college with because my college was like an hour and a half away from Buffalo South. And there's plenty of people who lived in Buffalo that I enjoy, but there are also a bunch of people from Buffalo that I fucking hate. They were terrible people. Um, but yeah, nah. I mean, I guess it's like the people in the outskirts of Buffalo kind of suck. Like, which is, I guess that's every city, right? The people in the suburbs suck a little bit more than the people
Yeah.
in the city or whatever. It depends on what city, I guess. But yeah, so it's kind of cool seeing Buffalo on the map. I'm like, Rochester right there. Where are people at?
Yeah, but I also learned through 2020 that people suck everywhere, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
true. That is very true. We all suck.
you know what I'm saying?
It's like I
Yeah.
was seeing one of those things where like which generation is the best? X, Y, like baby boomers, millennials. I was like, man, we all suck, bro. Like
Yeah, we
just
all
Mhm.
10% trash, you know what I'm saying?
like nobody's the best. We just know baby boomers are the worst. That's all we need to. That's all we need to know. That's all we need to know.
Yeah, that's why I saw this meme where it was like the people we were allowed to make fun of in the gym going forward in 2021, and it was like nobody, where everyone's at their own pace and everyone's got their own goals. So like we don't need to discourage people; we should encourage people. And then
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
like,
for sure.
and then it was like, but number two, people that do CrossFit.
Oh
Like,
man.
nah, you can't let them people slack, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, nah, I feel like a lot of people, despite the wildness, a lot of people have like Jack Harlow. We already talked about him,
Yeah.
but he had a big year. Lil Uzi Vert came back. I feel like he had a big year.
Yeah.
All right, relax. I know you don't fuck with him, but he was all over the place.
I love shimmying my shoulders, baby.
There you go. There you go. There you go. But yeah, nah, it's been crazy. We getting fucking was it Future had a bunch of albums drop. Fucking we about to get a Drake album, which is crazy. I
Yeah.
mean,
Let's go.
with Drake dropped one damn song, and I feel like every year is his year since 2010. So,
True.
True.
did you see that fucking haircut he got? Not the segue. This
Is that
fucking.
real?
Wait,
Is
was
that
that?
real?
I thought that was.
I
Fake.
don't.
They
I
said that was
hope it's
fake.
fake, bro.
Nah,
It
I
ain't even
don't
his.
know.
It ain't
I
even
think
his
it's like
name
April
tattoo.
Fools or some shit.
Yeah.
My
Like
man, I
he
wish
got.
I should pull it up for the YouTube, man.
When
We
his
got to
shit grow,
look
it's
it
like
up.
a curly. You remember him back in the day?
Yeah, and
The
when he had
grass, it's
the
curly and
fro,
all
the
that.
Degrassi
He's
fro.
Jewish, bro.
Yeah.
He ain't got wavy
Yeah.
hair like that.
Hey,
His
all you have
gra-
to do is straighten that boy.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think his hair straightened. That might be like.
Okay, but yeah, I think that might be it for it. We
Yeah,
got some other.
we technically did song of the week because we did song of the year. So
Yeah, nah, we don't got to do a whole.
no need to saturate that.
Ain't really been no new shit anyway because at the end of the year they don't really drop shit around this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually we let the guests bounce, but we're gonna let Trav bounce out with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I think we
Yeah,
pretty much
yeah.
arrived to favorite segment, which was the song of the week. But we already gave y'all that. So I think we're gonna recap volume 151 going into 2021 with some goals, man, some ideas, some personal, gains, some, what y'all want to send to the universe. I know me, man. Like I said, I want to get back in the gym type of world. I want to work on my mental, maybe get some more books cracked. Get my foot now that my foot's right. Shouts to the surgery. I'm gonna get back in my hockey game. And yeah, once the pandemic is, finally fizzled out, I'm gonna get that vaccine. I'm gonna go travel, see my family, get some pizza in my life. I may just dive head first into a pizza pie. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm excited for the growth of the pod, man. Ty, thanks for putting up with me week in and week out, year in, year out. You know what I'm saying? Pandemic in, pandemic out. Bucket Up Podcast is going to continue to grow, man. We got sponsors. We got people dying for us to do interviews, dying for us to do this and that. So onward and upward, my guy. But yeah, man, what do you got going to the universe in 2021?
Well, I'm about to be a dad, which is crazy.
Yeah,
So I'm just,
y'all had sex. Anyway.
Like, yo, congrats, you had sex, bro. Thanks. Congrats on the sex, bro.
Ty shot up the club. What's good?
Nah, so yeah, I'm just focused on that, bro, and figuring out how to be a dad and shit. And I've been getting healthy, I guess, was the one positive thing I did, other than making a baby, I guess. Positive thing I did during the whole quarantine shit. So I mean, obviously sticking with that, and I don't know, that's pretty much it. That's all I'm worried about. And obviously, when shit. Nah, I probably shouldn't say if. That's fucked. But when shit, when shit clear up, being able to be out here and being around people and you're saying, and having our baby, being around people, and like, what I'm saying, like being around other people's babies that has been born that we've been able to not see as much, you know what I'm saying, and get back and reconnecting and having my family visit and shit. And that's the shit I'm just focused on. Hopefully things get better to where we can, and that can happen. But that's all I really care about. You know what I mean?
Boom. Trevito, what do you got?
Yeah, man. Wealth and health is probably my thing, or my things. I fell off the health train. I was gymming it up early last year.
Pandemic, bro. It's all good.
Yeah,
man.
the pandemic hit, and then I'm like, oh yeah, no gym, working from home. Get a little more out of shape. So I got to whip that back into shape. About to give me a bike for the crib. Shout out to Ty.
Mm-hmm.
About to give me a bike so I can at least do something. Start walking or something while it's chilly out before it hit 120 again.
Yeah, you want to get that in now.
Yeah, and then just focus on the money. Try to invest, because I started investing last year, so that was good for me. Started investing in the stock market, and that's been doing pretty good. Had like a record year for stock market stuff. So yeah, man, just trying to advance life. Prolong it. Make sure I ain't killing myself early. Got these babies to worry about. So
yeah. Papa Trav, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm with that, man. I got to talk to you about that Acorns biz or the Robin Hood stuff. You know what I'm saying? I got 20 on that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, no lie, bro. I started off with like $20, bro. Like,
I bet.
I done like triple what I put in. I've like tripled it in stock. So.
I might sound like Trav can spot me on some shit. All right,
there you go. There you go. Get you a little spot. Like,
I try to get Ty in there, bro. I'm like, yo, let's go. Like, follow the
Ty hit him with the pyramid scheme. He's like, yo, Ty, you want $5 now or like 1,000 next week? What's good?
I don't know. I hate the stock market, so that's why I don't do it. It's smart. It's a smart thing to do, but I just hate that whole system in general. So that's why I haven't participated. That's all it is.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm just waiting to see on I want to see a real business venture, like, you know what I'm saying, like a lemonade stand come back up. But that's something I can support, it's sustainable.
Yeah, right. Okay. What you could do stocks in like small businesses or some shit. Like I have to put stocks in these big companies to like exploit us, and them exploiting other people and us is how I make money. It just doesn't. I don't like it. So that's
bro. So you should join with me. We in the tech space. Tech is killing.
They be fucking. Tech is Uber, bro. They suck too.
The little people.
Yeah, they are.
I ain't in that Uber. So you gotta know where you at, man.
They're like, man, you see how high Bitcoin is? I'm like, yeah, my
up and coming.
You're not
I heard Bitcoin crazy. Nah, I can't do the Bitcoin. Not that I can't. I just haven't grasped.
Nah, don't do it.
Doing it, and I think it's expensive to get into too.
Don't do it.
Which expensive don't work for me.
Don't do it, because everybody who's on Bitcoin always gotta tell everybody that they doing Bitcoin. I don't want you to be one of them people. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't. Nah, don't.
You're gonna start like sending all emojis and just like dollar signs and shit.
Then you're gonna start talking like Gary Vee and shit. Like, you need to get up. We all got 24 hours in the same day.
You know what I'm saying?
And be like Diddy, like, yo, if you ain't know how to flip it in a pandemic, you ain't had that shit in you. It's like, nah, bro, people dying, man.
They gonna be telling you to do irrational shit like, yo, hey, go pull up like your jeans from 1990 and go see if the resale value on eBay. There's a big market for motherfuckers that want old jeans, yo.
Yeah, like, bro. Them LLC Twitter where they just telling people to start businesses, even though
Yeah.
people ain't got no business ideas. It's like
They
you just
got
want
Nah,
they
nothing.
got
I
they
that's
got
the
grown
key
man
though. You
buying
start,
Pokemon cards again and shit.
hey, you start an LLC, you can start writing shit off, and it's legal. That's how
no,
the,
it ain't. You
that's
go
how
to
these
jail.
rich people stay rich. No, you don't.
Those people, the rich people, actually have an actual business. You can't just be like LLC, no
You can start an
business, writing
LLC and
off
then just start.
expenses.
You can just say you a consultant. Boom. And now you wrote off your phone bill,
You
your
the
car
homie.
note. You done done all types of stuff. You ain't got to pay
Yeah,
for it no more.
nah. Then you in jail, bro. You doing the
I
bid.
haven't done it. This is what I heard. Allegedly,
Yeah,
you can do these things.
that's what I'm telling you. These people telling you can do these things got the IRS at their doorstop soon, bro. You can't just be like writing shit off, like, and they just like, yo, what did you use these expenses for? Like, it's like my business. Like, all right, you have a business. I see the LLC. You
Mm-hmm.
realize we need like receipts and invoices, though, right?
Nah, I don't have a profitable business. Business
Like,
isn't
nah,
profitable.
Jerry on YouTube said I could make $1 million doing this. So I
Like
don't
he
know.
just said I could. He said I could write off my cable bill if I do this.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
You know what I'm
like my
saying?
I
mortgage
use
and shit. Like, do
my
you
house.
run the business?
I got a room in the house that's the office, so my whole house is paid off
Yeah,
now.
whole house, all of
Yep.
it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Facts, you know
bro,
what I'm saying?
them like, bro, you
Hey,
and
hey, can I shout out one thing about 2020 though?
oh yeah,
Yeah,
go
yeah.
ahead.
Please.
The versus battles, bro.
Oh yeah, for
The
sure.
versus battles highlighted 2020 right there.
Do you think they've gone to commercial at this point or no?
Yeah.
No, because I mean, still, the commercial look and feel of it is really to me just a better production.
It is.
Like you making sure everybody in the room together. That way, the sound quality there ain't no technical
Mhm.
difficulties with Nelly in a rainstorm trying to fix the satellite and all
Yeah.
that. Everybody there, it's taking a little longer, but I think it's cool. Like I don't know, I've heard people get paid and I heard they don't. Like I don't know how that's
I don't know
going,
what the
but
benefits is.
I know it's the streaming stuff after the fact, so you get paid
Mhm.
off the streams going in there, especially Apple. But
And
all
merch
of
and
them,
shit and
yeah,
all the
you can
boost
put
that
your
you get to that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. You put all your
Um,
liquors up and shout out this and all that. So I know all that stuff is good, but I wouldn't say that the commercial aspect of it has been bad. It's just more structured to me and more a better production. So I like it
yeah, no,
more
I
so.
think I'm with you. Obviously, it was something kind of cool at the beginning of it because it was like people, everybody's in their house, so it's
Mm-hmm.
like this is something we can actually like do and tune into, and so it kind of made it cool in that way. But the first ones were definitely more like rough,
Yeah, yeah,
and I think also the people. I mean, I can't say this for the Jeezy and Gucci one, but I feel like people being in different places meant like people could be more disrespectful if they wanted to. We had a little more disrespect in the beginning ones, and then it kind of
what?
turned into more like celebrations after the fact,
Yeah, but most people cool like with each other in a sense, so it ain't really.
Yeah.
It's
Not too
a
many
it's a
people got the beefs
celebration.
that they're doing it, yeah.
Yeah, but like I know, like I remember when was it Patty LaBelle and Gladys Knight went, and
Mhm.
we was back in Ohio, so I was at my mom and dad. They sat there, they reminded me like we gonna watch this tonight. You gonna pull it up for us? I'm
Mhm.
like, yeah, I got to. Like it was just cool having the whole fam there rocking out.
Also, I like too that they've been doing it kind of like spanning generations. So it's like, they
Yeah.
went to Patty LaBelle, like they're doing the older generations and they're doing like 90s and they're doing like new people. So or
Mm-hmm.
not they haven't done like new people, but like, newish like Rick Ross and Two Chains, but
Yep.
and so like I think it's cool that they're like also like introducing people to aspects of the culture and like people who are in it, but they might not have known like certain they don't know who Teddy Riley is and the
Mm-hmm.
amount of fucking hits he got and Babyface. Like they know of Babyface, but you don't know all these artists that Babyface like written and produced
Wrote
and
for, yeah,
yeah
produced and all that.
and so it was like it's kind of cool for people to hop on there and kind of learn. I'm not talking about like, white people, but like, people in the culture who are just like young, you know what I mean? But even
Yep.
then, it's like a lot of people didn't know anything about the Gucci Mane Jeezy shit at all until, what I'm saying? And I didn't really know the full backstory on it until recently, until like the build up to that. I just knew they didn't like each other. And I knew that Jeezy or that, Gucci Mane killed his man, but I didn't know, and then it was in self-defense, but I didn't know the whole background of the story, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
Yeah.
all that stuff it's been cool to see, I would say, and it does feel like something like the commercial thing is one thing, but I do feel like it's something that they could probably do in the future, hopefully, and like especially even out of pandemic, like
Mm-hmm.
they might be able to do that and boost people so they can go on concert and shit because people now, you know what I'm saying, they're listening to older musicians and they can
Mm-hmm.
go and do,
I think it's definitely
tours
be
and
used
shit.
like that. When, like you said, a tour about to come up, they just get a versus battle together.
Mm-hmm.
Hype it up. Then boom, 2 weeks later they out on the road. Ticket
Yeah.
sales flying. Da, 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 da. I think the
Yeah.
next one is it? I think they're doing the Keisha Coles and the Shanti coming up this
Yeah,
weekend.
yeah, the one that got rescheduled because
Yeah,
Ashanti was like, I don't know how
yeah.
I got COVID, but she
She
was
had
like out
COVID.
chilling. I don't know how this happened. Like, yo, your
Oh
Insta, you was
man.
out bugging, bro. But yeah,
Yeah, I don't know about Ashanti's verses though. Remember, like before the pandemic, she sold like 18 tickets at one of her last concerts.
was that her?
Yeah,
Oh
Ooh,
no.
nah. I mean,
Hey, that don't
hey,
matter though. It's really about the. All she got is old music anyway, and that
yeah,
shit's
that's
fire.
true. That's what it
So we
is.
ain't gonna, it's
That's
gonna
the
be
magic of the
fire.
verses. It's free, so people show up.
the
You
worst
know what I
part
mean?
Mhm.
about that was like I think 50 Cent trolled her, so I think that's you know what I'm
Was that
saying.
her? I thought that was
No.
somebody else who sold.
Nah, Ashanti's baby girl, right?
Maybe. I thought it was Ja Rule sold that, and then or was it 50 bought like the seats? I don't know. It was something
No,
I
no,
like
heard
he
that.
just
about
trolled
that.
her. Yeah, no, he bought the seats to the front row seats to Ja Rule,
Ja
so no one
Rule,
could
that's
go.
what it was. And it's like he don't even need to flame Ja Rule anymore. It's like Ja Rule, between Firefest and other shit, it's like Ja Rule just be doing it himself. You ain't gotta do all that.
Right.
But it's 50 going 50. But we got a way off topic. We got in the show.
Right.
Yeah.
But not, I mean, other than that, bro, I mean, Ty, like I said, shouts to the buckets that have been following us year in, year out, week in, week out. For those jumping on the tube, that is the YouTube, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
For those been following us, but for those new to the program and they got a lot of homework to do, where can they find us?
Yeah, I'm sure if you're listening to this on YouTube, then we'll keep doing that because we're gonna keep posting on YouTube. We're also on the main hub, SoundCloud, but you can catch us on Spotify. You don't even have to switch apps. You can just put us up next on your playlist or whatever the hell. I think Spotify and I do like podcast playlists or some shit like your weekly. I don't know. I ain't never look at it, but I'm sure you can. If you follow us, it'll finesse it for you. You can do that, or you can hit us up on Apple Podcasts. We're on Google Play. We're on Stitcher Radio. We're all the places you can find some podcasts. And also, if you want to interact with the show, be sure to hit us up on social media. On Facebook, we're just a Bucket Up Podcast. On Instagram, we're at the Bucket Hat Boys, which I want to give a shout out to Jesse because he's the one who usually runs that shit, which I need to do more. I got locked out of the password. You gotta have to give me that shit
Oh damn.
again. But yo, we just got the 2,000 followers, so that's what's up. We're trying to
Hey.
grow and shit. So make sure you follow us on there if you haven't already. And then on Twitter, we're at Bucket Up Podcast, and you can interact with the show. Obviously we be dropping memes and shit and all that stuff. But you can interact with us, talking to us about topics, shit you want to hear on the show, shit you heard us, talk about a show that you object to or you liked or anything like that. Or if you see some story out there that we would find funny, you can just hit us up with that and we'll shoot it out on the show. And then if you want to follow us individually, the homie Jesse is at JB Speak. And then I am at Tylante on Twitter, aka Brokey Robinson right now. But make sure you follow us on there if you want to. And then I think that's it, right? We got a sponsor though.
Yeah,
show.
yeah. I mean, we dropped Daniel Phillips earlier in the pod. Shouts to them. Ice your wrist up. Get little nice jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Got the little bracelet. Shouts to Sunday Scaries, man. They always showing love. I think I told you guys about the bath bombs I've been rocking. They got some that they're gonna send for a sample. They're CBD infused and they're topical, so they get on your skin and make it all healed and I was gonna say revealed, but relieved. And it's tight because their little mascot is a bear, and these are cubs, and they put a tub, so they're called Tub Cubs. Shouts to that.
Okay. My
And
boy just be vibing in the bath right now.
Oh, bro, get me like a candle lit and you know what I'm saying, my volume on low, and I'm rocking.
There you
But
go.
yeah,
That boy
promo
listening to
code
Sade.
promo code bucket up at 20% off too. Why pay full price? Yeah, so yeah, shouts to them, man. Shouts to all the buckets. Like I said, shouts to you, Papa Ty, soon to be. Trav is, the well-seasoned vet when it comes to these babies. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to clean up all types of spit up and all that. So go to him for that.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Trav, thanks for coming on the pod, man. It's always a
thanks,
pleasure.
man. Always.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. You know I love it. Checking in with the boys.
You know what I'm saying? I know you're hyped about college football. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh
you got,
yeah, you see us on here.
Ohio
Ready to
State
go.
Buckeyes
You know what I'm
decked
saying?
out.
The Ohio State University.
You know what I'm saying?
Whoop Clemson's
Everybody-
ass coming for Bama next.
You know what I'm saying? Shouts to that, man. Yeah, shouts to you coming on. Shouts to the fam, dude. I hope you had a great New Year, safe Christmas and all that. I hope the presents were lit, man. I hope you got some good father gifts, some sandals and a tie or some shit.
Got a pin.
Yeah, a bowling ball.
Definitely got some house shoes.
There you go. That's the robe and the house shoes on the. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Other than that, man, for the Bucket Up podcast, the Bucket Up boys, Trav from the Ave, executive producer, volume 151 in the Bookingtons. We out.
Chill.
Peace.
All right, Trav. We're gonna do the little wrap up shit we do, but you can go ahead.
All right, y'all.